Hi, I'm Regina Spain, Executive Director at Enter Stage Right. I'm here at the door of our beautiful theater, the Citadel Stage, to welcome you to our production of Shakespeare's The Tragedy of King Lear. Of course, in February, this is not how we pictured you seeing this production. We pictured welcoming you at this door exactly and into our beautiful black box. And the rain, we're going to make it rain on stage and all sorts of cool things. Of course, 2020 has other ideas for us, and we adapt. So, for a play that was written during a plague that shut down the theaters, now we're going to produce that same script while our theaters are all shut down. It went through many different versions of what we were going to do. In the beginning, we thought that we would still be here to open it for you, and it has gone through everything from are we going to Zoom this production to are we going to do it outside, and finally it rested in film to do it justice for you. So hopefully it does that. A note about theaters being shut down. 2020 has taken lives and livelihoods, and we just refuse here at ESR to let it take each other. So what we wanted to do is just get this out there and have something for our artists to do, and hopefully something for our audiences to enjoy. Now, when this is all done and these doors reopen, we hope to still be here for you to come and enjoy us here. If you hopefully get the opportunity at the end of this, there's a whole list of phenomenal grantors that have made it possible for us to still have our house here to this point. So please pay attention to those at the end of this. We have generous donors that you guys continue to give. If you are in the position to be able to donate anything to this production, to our house, it will just help ensure that we are here when this is over. If you are not in that position right now, we completely understand, and we hope that you seriously enjoy this show, and we hope everybody, it just takes you away from reality for a couple hours and you're able to have fun. My artists that you'll see in the credits at the end, maybe you'll see some of them on the screen and the rest at the end on credits, have done an amazing job this year with this production, and they are not here to take their bow for you. So let me give you one ESR bow just for all of them. And thank you for coming. Enjoy the show. Be so kind as to help.
I work for Cornwall, not the House of Lear.
Well, Cornwall is on his way, so help. Have that bag, sir.
Yeah.
100 nights indeed.
king had more affected the Duke of Albany than Cornwall.
It did always seem so to us, but in the division of the kingdom, we know not which of the dukes he values most.
Is not that your son, my lord?
His breeding, madam, hath been in my charge. I have so often blushed to acknowledge him that I'm braced to it.
I cannot conceive you.
Ah, madam, but his mother could. Where she grew round womb, she had indeed a son for her cradle, ere she had a husband for her bed. Do you smell a fault?
I cannot wish the fault undone, the issue of it being so proper.
But I have a son, madam, by order of law, some year elder than this, who yet is no dear in my account. Though this knave came something saucily into the world before he was sent for, though his mother fair, there was some good sport in his making, and the whore son must be acknowledged. He hath been out for 9 years, and away he shall again. The king is coming.
Give me the map there. Know that we have divided in 3 our kingdom, and it is our fast intent to shake all care and business from our age, conferring them upon younger strength, while we, unburthened, crawl towards death. Your son of Cornwall, and you are no less loving son of Albany, we have this hour a constant will to publish our daughter's several daughters. Princes, France and Burgundy, great rivals in our youngest daughter's love, are here, have made their amorous sojourn, and here are to be answered. So, tell me, my daughters, which of you can we say loves us most, that we our largest bounty may extend, where nature doth with merit challenge? Gunnar, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than word can wield or matter, dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty, beyond what can be valued, rich or rare, no less than life, with grace, health, beauty, and honor, as much as child e'er loved or father found. A love that makes breath poor and speech unable, beyond all manner of so much, I love you.
What shall Cordelia speak? Love and be silent.
Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, including this fair castle, we make thee lady. To thine and Albany's issues be this perpetual. Now, what says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife of Cornwall?
I am made of that same self-metal as my sister, and prize me at her worth. And in my true heart, I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short. That I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, which the most precious square of sense professes. I find myself alone facilitate. And your dear highness, love.
To thee and thine hereditary ever remain this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred upon Goneril. Now, our joy. What can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more and no less.
How now, Cordelia? Mend thy speech a little, lest ye mar thy fortunes.
Good my lord, you have begot me, bred me, loved me, and I return those duties back as a right fit. Obey you, love you, most honor you. Why hath my sister's husbands, if they say they love you all? Happily, when I shall wed, that Lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half of my love with him, half of my care and duty. Surely I shall never marry like my sisters.
But goes thy heart with this?
Aye, my good Lord.
So young, so untender.
So young, my Lord, and true.
Let it be so. Thy truth then will be thy dower. Here I disclaim all my paternal clare, propinquity and property of blood, and as a stranger to my heart and thee, I hold thee from this forever. Be as well neighbored, pitied, and relieved as my sometime daughter.
Good, my liege.
Peace, Kent. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and sought to let my rest upon her kind nursery. Hence, and avoid my sight. So be my grave my peace, as here I give my father's heart to her. With my other two daughters' dowries, digest the third. Let pride, which she calls plainness, marry her.
Royal Lear, who I have ever honored as my king, loved as my father, as my master followed, as my great patron thought on in my prayers.
The bow is bent and drawn, made from the shaft.
Let it fall rather, though the fork invade the region of my heart. Be Kent unmannerly when Lear is mad. What wouldst thou do, old man? Think'st thou that duty should have dread to speak when power to flattery bows? To plainness, honor's bound when majesty falls to folly. Serve thy state, and in thy best consideration check this hideous rashness. Thy youngest daughter does not love thee least, nor are those empty-hearted whose low sounds revert no hollowness.
Kent, on thy life no more.
My life I never held but as pawn to wage against thine enemies, nor fear to lose it, thy safety being motive.
Out of my sight!
See better, Lear, and let me still remain.
Now, by Apollo!
Dear sir, forbear. Kill thy physician, and thy fee bestow upon the foul disease. Revoke thy gift, or whilst I can vent clamor from my throat, I'll tell thee thou dost evil.
Hear me, recreant. On thy allegiance, hear me. That thou hast fought to make us break our vows. 5 days we do allot thee for provisions, to shield thee from the disasters of the world. And on the 6th day, to turn thy hated back on our kingdom. If, on the 10th day, thy banished trump be found in our dominion, the moment is thy death. Away! This will not be revoked.
Fare thee well, king. Sith thus thou will appear. Freedom lives hence, and banishment is here. As Kent, oh princess, bids you all adieu. Should shape her old course in a country new.
We first address to you, Lord Burgundy, who with this other king hath rivaled for our youngest daughter. What in the least will you require in present dower with her, or cease your quest of love?
Most royal majesty, I crave no more than half your highness offer, nor will you tender less.
My dear Lord Burgundy, when she was dear to us, we did hold her so. Now, her price has fallen. There she stands, even with aught that little seeming substance. She's there, she's yours.
I know no answer.
Will you, with the infirmity she owes, unfriended, new adopted to our hate, dowered with our curse, and strangered by our oath, take her or leave her?
Pardon me, royal sir. Election makes not up in such conditions.
Then leave her, sir. For by the power that made me, I will tell you all her wealth. A wretch whom even nature is ashamed.
This is most strange, that he who even but now was your object, the argument of your praise, the balm of your age, the dearest and best, should in this trice of time commit a thing so monstrous, to dismantle so many folds of favor?
I yet beseech your majesty to speak in purpose not, since what I will intend is no vicious blot, murder or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonored step that hath deprived me of your grace and favor.
Better thou hadst not been born than not to have pleased me better.
Is it but this, my lord of Burgundy? What say you to the lady? Love is not love when mingled with regard. Will you have her? She is herself a dowry.
Royal king, give but that which yourself proposed. And here, I'll take Cordelia by the hand, Duchess of Burgundy.
Nothing. I have sworn. I am firm.
I'm sorry then that you have so lost a father. You must lose a husband.
Peace be with Burgundy. Since that respect and fortunes are his love, I shall not be his wife.
Fairest Cordelia, thou art most rich being poor, most choice forsaken, and most loved despised. Here I take up what is cast away. Gods, 'tis strange, that even from thy cold neglect, my love should kindle inflamed respect. Thy dowerless daughter king, thrown to my chance, is queen of us and ours, in our fair France.
Thou hast her, France. Let her be thine. For we have no such daughter, nor shall we ever see that face of hers again. Therefore, be gone. Noble gentlemen, come.
Bid farewell to your sisters.
The jewels of our father with watched eyes, Cordelia gives you. I know what you are, and am sister most loath to call your faults as they are named. Love well our father. To your professed bosoms I commit him, but alas, stood I within his grace, I would prefer him to a better place. So farewell to you both.
Prescribe not us our duties.
Let your study be to content your lord, who hath received you at fortune's alms. You have obedience scanted, and well are worth the want that you have wanted. Time shall unfold what plighted cunning hides. Who covers faults at last with shame derides. Well may you prosper.
Come, my fair Cordelia.
Sister, it is not little I have to say of what most nearly appertains to us both. I think our father will hence tonight.
That is certain. With you and with us next month.
You see how full of change his age is. The observation we have made hath been little. He always loved our sister most. And with what poor judgment he hath now cast her off, appears too grossly.
'Tis the infirmity of his age. He most slenderly knows himself.
The best and soundest of his time hath been rash. We must then look from his age, therewithal the unruly waywardness that infirm and choleric years bring with them.
Such unconstant starts are we likely to have from him, as such from Kent's banishment.
There is further compliment of leave-taking between France and him. Pray you let us sit together. If our father carry authority with such disposition as he bears, this last surrender of his will but offend us.
We shall further think of it.
We must do something, and in the heat.
Milady! Milady! Edmund. Edmund is at the gate. I took him to your private chamber. He wishes to see you, madam. 'Tis not much mirth being in the service of a future queen, but being so born of the duty, I was named for it. Steward. Alas, we make us the best of it. Between beatings of the carpet and beatings ere the king, we must find amusement. My sister finds amusement in the stables. Not with the horses, but with the stallions that care for them. I find sport in the spying of nobles and their games of power. Now, I shan't tell thee of my lord and lady's business, his attempts to bet her complete disinterest. Nay, I speak none of that. 'Tis another intrigues me better, the Gloucester house. Enter the Earl of Gloucester himself, your typical dog, loyal to the king, but ne'er to a lady. His legitimate son, Edgar. Fine word, legitimate. All cares of his future title still fall on the current Earl of Gloucester. Thus, he remains a spoiled dormouse bouncing carefree from bed to bed. Neither father nor son keep my interest. Gloucester's bastard son, though, Edmund, a cunning cat lying in wait if e'er there was, determined to be granted all the lands and power due to the legitimate son. The bastard will use his wit to get that which his birth denied. Which his birth denied.
Kent banished thus, France in color parted, the king gone tonight, prescribed his power confined to exhibition. All this done upon the gad.
See the treacherous letter his father Gloucester holds. Edmund the bastard penned it and claimed it writ of Edgar's hand. Wide-eyed and innocent, the bastard did hand it thus to enrage his father, and he will be enraged.
Keeps our fortunes from us, till our oldest cannot relish them? An idle and fond bondage in the oppression of age tyranny. But as it was suffered, father could sleep till I wake him. You should enjoy half his revenue. His beloved brother, Edgar. Conspiracy? Sleep till I wake him. You should enjoy half his revenue. My son Edgar, had he hand to write this? A heart and brain to breed it in? Villain! Oh, villain! Very impeding in the letter! A poor villain! Unnatural, detested, brutish villain! Worse than brutish! Love cools. Friendships fall off. Brothers divide. We have seen the best of our time. Machinations, hollowness, treachery, all ruinous disorders follow us disquietly to our graves.
While the dog chases his tail, a game of cat and mouse is played.
How now, Brother Edmund? What serious contemplations are you in?
A credulous father and a brother noble, whose nature is so far from doing harms that he suspects none, and on whose foolish honesty Edmund's practices ride easy.
Some villain hath done me wrong.
Edmund, in cunning deceit, does so convince Edgar of Gloucester's rage that Edgar must retreat from his father's sight.
What ho! What's the meaning of this?
Oh, my lord!
You shouldn't be lying down.
My lord! The queen, she lost me 1 hour for rest.
The queen doth no such thing.
My lord, she does!
Well, spend that time somewhere else.
My lord!
What are you still doing here? I said to go. I need to rest and think.
Did my father strike my gentlewoman for chiding of his fool?
Aye, madam.
By day and night he wrongs me. Every hour he flashes into one gross crime or other that sets us all at odds. I'll not endure it. When he returns from hunting, I will not speak with him. Say I am sick. Put on what weary negligence you please, you and your fellows. I'd have it come to question. If he distaste it, let him to my sister, whose mind and mine I know and that are one. Remember what I have said.
Well, madam.
And let his knights have colder looks among you yet. What grows of it, no matter. Advise your fellows so. I'll ride straight to my sister to hold my course. Prepare for dinner.
What ho!
My lord! My lord!
What means this of you?
Collecting apples, my lord.
Collecting apples for who?
For the queen, my lord.
The queen?
For dinner, my lord.
Mind your tongue, you! Mind your
If, but as will I other accents borrow that can my speech diffuse, my good intent may carry through itself to that full issue for which I raised my likeness. Now, banished Kent, if thou canst serve, or thou dost stand condemned, so may it come thy master, whom thou lovest, shall find thee full of labors.
Let me not stay a jot for dinner. Get it ready. What art thou?
None, sir.
What dost thou profess? What wouldest thou with us?
I do profess to be no less than I seem, to serve him truly that will put me in trust, to love him that is honest, to converse with him that is wise and says little, to fear judgment, to fight when I cannot choose, and to eat no fish.
What art thou?
Very honest-hearted fellow, and as poor as the king.
If thou be as poor for a subject as he is for a king, thou art poor enough. What wouldest thou?
Service.
Who wouldest thou serve?
You.
Dost thou know me, man?
No, sir. But you have that in your countenance which I would fain call master.
What's that?
Authority.
What services canst thou do?
I can keep honest counsel, ride, run, mar a curious tale in telling it, and deliver a plain message bluntly. That which ordinary men are fit for, I am qualified in, and the best of me is diligence.
How old art thou?
Not so young, sir, as to love a woman for singing, nor so old as to dote on her for anything. I have years on my back, 48.
Follow me. Thou shalt serve me, and if I like thee no worse after dinner, I will not part with thee yet. Dinner? Oh, dinner. Where's my knave, my fool? Go you, call my fool hither. You, Sirrah, Sirrah, where's my daughter?
So please you.
What says the fellow there? Call the clodpole back. Oh, where's my fool? He thinks the world is asleep. How now? Where's that mongrel?
She says, my lord, your daughter is not well.
How come not the slave came back to me when I called her?
Sir, she answered me in the roundest manner. She would not.
Would not?
No, my lord, there's a great abatement of kindness appears as well, in the general dependence, in the Duke himself, and also your daughters.
And thou sayest so.
I beseech you pardon me, my lord, if I be mistaken, for my duty cannot be silent when I think your highness wronged.
Thou rememberest me of mine own conception. I detect a faint hint of neglect, but I will look further into it. For now, where's my fool? I have not seen her these 2 days.
Sir, since my young lady is going into France, the fool has marched kind away.
No more of that. I've noted it well. You, go tell my daughter I will speak with you. And you, go call my fool hither. And you, sir, come you hither. What's my name, sir? Or who am I, sir?
My lady's father, sir.
My lady's father? My lord's name? You whoresome dog, you slave, you cur!
I am none of these things, my lord. I beseech you.
Then he looks at me, you rascal!
Come at me, stricken, my lord.
Nor trip neither, you base football player.
I thank thee, fellow. Thou hast served me well, and I'll love thee. Take heed, sirrah! The whip! Get the whip!
Truth the dog must be kennelled. He must be whipped out, and the lady in frock must stand by the fire and stink.
Oh, a petulant doll to me.
Sit, I'll teach thee a speech.
Do.
Mark it, Knuckle. Have more than thou showest. Speak less than thou knowest. Lend less than thou owest. Ride more than thou goest. Set less than thou throwest. Learn more than thou trowest. Leave thy drink and thy whore, and keep and adore, and thou shalt have more than 2 tens to a score.
This is nothing, fool.
Well, 'tis like the breath of an unfeed lawyer. You gave him nothing for it. Canst thou make no use of nothing, uncle?
Well, why no, boy. Nothing can be made out of nothing.
Prithee tell him. So much the rent of his land comes to, you would not believe a fool.
A bitter fool.
Dost thou know the difference, my boy, between a bitter fool and a sweet one?
No, lass. Teach us.
Knuckle, give me an egg. I'll give him 2 crowns.
What 2 crowns shall they be?
Well, after I have cut the egg in the middle and eaten the meat, the 2 crowns of the egg. When thou clovest thy crown in the middle and gavest away both parts, thou dorest thine ass on the back of the dirt. Thou hast little time wit in thy bald crown, when they gavest thy golden one away. If I speak like myself in this, let him be whipped that first finds it so. Fools had ne'er less grace in a year, when wise men grown so foppish. We know not how our wits to wear, our wise men grown so apish.
When were you so wont to be full of song, sirrah?
I have used it, Nuncle, ere since thou madest thy daughters thy mothers. When thou gavest them the rod and puttest down thine own breeches, they for sudden joy did weep, and I for sorrow sung. Prithee, Nuncle, keep a schoolmaster that can teach a fool to lie. I would fain learn to lie.
And you lie, sirrah, and we'll have you whipped.
I marvel at what kin thou and thy daughters are. They have me whipped for speaking true, they have me whipped for lying, and sometimes I'm whipped for holding my peace. I would rather be any kind of thing than a fool. And yet I would not be thee, Nuncle. Thou hast pared away thy wit at both sides and left nothing in the middle. Oh, here comes one of the pairings.
Oh, now, daughter, what makes with the frown? Thou art too much of late in the frown.
I am better than thou art now. I am a fool. Thou art nothing. Yes, forsooth, I will hold my tongue as your face bids me, though you say nothing. Mum, he that keeps nor crust nor crumb. weary of all that shall want some.
That is Sheldon's cog.
Not only this, sir, you're all a licensed fool, but other of your insolent retinue do hourly carp and quarrel, in breaking forth in not to be endured riot, sir. I had thought by making this well known unto you to have found a safe redress, but now grow fearful by what you yourself too late have spoken done. If you protect this course and put it on by your allowance, which if you should, the fault would not escape censure, nor the redresses sleep.
For you know, Nuncle, the hedge sparrow fed the cuckoo for so long that the cuckoo bit off its own head. So out went the candle, and we were left dark.
Are you our daughter?
I would you would make good use of your wisdom, of which I know you are fraught, and put away these dispositions which transport you from what you rightly are.
May not an ass know when the cart draws the horse? Oh, whoop, Jug, I love thee.
Does any here know me? This is not Lear. Does Lear talk thus? Does Lear walk thus? Who can I say does know me?
Lear's shadow.
What is thy name, fair gentlewoman?
This admiration, sir, is much of the savor of your new pranks. I do beseech you to understand me aright. As you are old and reverend, should be wise. Here do you keep 100 knights and squires, men so disordered, so debauched and bold, that this court, infected with their manners, shows like a riotous inn. The shame itself doth speak for instant remedy. Be then desired.
Darkness and devils. Saddle my horses. Call my train together, degenerate bastard. I'll not trouble thee, yet have I left a daughter.
You strike my servants, and your disordered rabble make servants of their betters.
Oh, whoa! That too late repents? Is it your will? Speak, sir. Gather my horses. Ingratitude, thou marble-headed thief! More hideous when thou showest thee in a child than the sea monster.
Pray, sir, be patient.
Detested kite, thou liest! My train are men of choice and rarest parts. Oh, Lear, Lear, Lear! Beat at this gate and let thy folly in, and thy dear judgment out. Go, go, my people.
My lord, I am guiltless, as I am innocent of what hath moved you.
That may be so. Here, nature, here, dear goddess, here. Suspend thy purpose, if thou didst intend to make this creature fruitful. Into her womb convey sterility. Dry up in her the organs of increase, and from her derogate body never let spring a babe to honor her. If she must teen, let her child be made of spleen, that it may live to be a thwarted, disnatured dormant upon her. Let it stamp wrinkles on her brow of youth. Let cadent tears tread channels in her cheeks. Take all her mother's pains and benefits and turn them to laughter and contempt, so that she may feel how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Away! Away!
Count gods that we adore, whereof comes this?
Never afflict yourself to know more of it. But let his disposition have that scope as dotage gives it.
What? 50 of my train? Diminished in a clap within a fortnight?
What's the matter, sir?
I'll tell thee. Life and death. I am ashamed that thou hast the power to shape my manhood thus, that these tears that break from me perforce should make thee worth it. Oh, fond eyes, beweep this cause again, and I'll pluck thee out and cast thee to the waters they loose to temper clay. Let it be so. Yet have I left a daughter, who I am sure is kind and comfortable. When she hears this of thee, with her nails, she'll flee thy wolfish visage. Thou shalt find that I will resume the shape thou thought I have cast off forever.
Do you mark that?
I cannot be so partial to the great love I bear thee.
Pray you content. What Oswald, ho! You, more knave than fool, after your master.
Oh, no, Lear! Take the fool with me. A fox when one has caught her. And such a daughter should sure to the slaughter, if my cap should buy a halter. So the fool follows after.
This one hath good counsel. 100 knights, 'tis politic.
Oswald, I say!
Well, you may fear too far.
Safer than trust too far. Let me still take away the harms I fear. Not fear still to be taken. I know his heart. What he hath uttered, I hath writ my sister. If she sustain him and his 100 knights when I have showed the unfitness. How now? Where's Oswald?
In the stables, my lady.
What have you writ that letter to my sister?
I know.
And take you some company, and away to horse. Inform her full of my particular fear, and thereto add reasons such as your own as to compact it more. Get you gone, and hasten your return. No, my lord. You're much more tasked for want of wisdom than praised for harmful mildness.
How far your eyes may pierce, I cannot tell. But striving to better, off we marwit well.
Oh, nay then!
Well, the event.
Go you before to Gloucester with these letters. Acquaint my daughter no further with anything you know. Then her demands out of the letter. If your diligence is not speedy, I will be there afore you.
I will not sleep, my lord, till I have delivered your letters.
If a man's brains were in his heels, were it not be in danger of kibes?
Aye, boy.
Then I prithee be merry. Thy wit shall not go slipshod. Shalt see thy daughters kindly. Though she tastes as like this as a crab does to an apple, yet I can tell what I can tell.
What canst thou tell, boy?
She will taste as like this as a crab does to a crab. Canst thou tell why one's nose stands in the middle of one's face?
No.
Why, to keep one's eyes on either side of one's nose. For what he cannot smell out, he may spy into.
I did her wrong.
Canst thou tell why an oyster makes its shell?
No.
Nor I neither, but I can tell why a snail has a house.
Why?
Why, to keep one's head in, not to give it away to one's daughters and leave thy horns without a case.
I will forget my nature. So kind a father. Oh, be my horses ready?
Thy asses are gone about 'em. The reason 7 stars are no more than 7 is a pretty reason.
Because they are not eat.
Oh, yes! Thou wouldst made a good fool. If thou were my fool, nuncle, I'd have thee beaten for being old before thy time.
How's that?
Thou canst been old until thou hast been wise.
Let me not be mad. Oh, sweet heaven, not mad. Keep me in temper, that I should not be mad. Are my horses ready?
Ready, my lord.
Come, boy.
She that's a maid now and laughs at my departure, shall not be a maid long, lest things be cut shorter.
Some fall naively into Edmund's game. Hence is Kieran, loyal to Gloucester and the king, unknowingly gives more armament to the rising sun.
Endure, sir. I have been with your father and have given him notice that the Duke of Cornwall and Regan, his duchess, will be here with him this night. You have heard of the news abroad. I mean the whispered ones. They are yet but ear-kissing arguments. Have you heard of no likely wars twixt the Dukes of Cornwall and Albany? You may do so then in time. Fare you well, sir.
With these new arms, Edmund does frighten Edgar to run from the castle. As Edgar flees, Edmund does gash his own arm, and again claims it done by Edgar's hand.
Where's the villain? Pursue him! Go after!
Let him fly far. Not in this land shall he remain uncaught. And found, dispatched to noble Duke my master. By his authority I will proclaim it, that he that finds him deserves our thanks, bringing the murderous coward to the stake. He that conceals him, death.
Now, my noble friend, I have heard strangeness.
If it be true, all vengeance comes too short. Which does pursue the offender? How dost, my lord?
Oh, madam, my old heart is cracked. It's cracked.
What? Does my father's godson seek your life? He whom he named your Edgar?
Lady shame would have it hid.
Was he not companion with righteous knights that tended upon my father?
No, not madam. 'Tis too bad. Too bad.
If they come to sojourn at my house, I'll not be there.
Nor I, surely, Regan.
My father, he hath writ, so hath my sister, of differences which lay comforts to your bosom, and bestow needful counsel to our businesses, which craves the instant use.
I serve you, madam. Your graces are right welcome.
I heard myself proclaimed, but by the happy hollow of a tree escaped the hunt. My port is safe no place. That guard and most unusual vigilance does not attend my taking. Whilst I may escape, I will preserve myself, and in thought to take the basest and most poorest shape that ever perjuring contempt of man brought near to beast. My face all grime with filth, blanket my loins, else all my hairs in knots, and with presented nakedness outface the winds and persecutions of the sky. The country hath given me proof and precedent of bedlam beggars, who with roaring voices strike their numbed and mortified arms, pins, wooden pricks, nails, sprigs of rosemary. And with this horrible object, from poor low farms, poor pelting villages, sheep's coats and mills, sometimes with lunatic bands, sometimes with prayer, enforce their charity. Poor Turtley God, poor Tom. But something yet. Edgar, I nothing am.
Good dawning to thee, friend. Art of this house?
Aye.
Where may we set our horses?
In the mire.
Prithee, if thou lovest me, tell me.
I love thee not.
Well, then I care not for thee.
Why have thee in a Looksbury pinfold that can make thee care for me?
Why dost thou abuse me thus? I know thee not.
Fellow, I know thee.
What dost thou know me for?
A knave, a rascal, an eater of broken meats, a base, proud, shallow, beggarly, three-suited, 100-pound, filthy, worsted-stocking knave. Lily-livered, action-taking whoreson, a glass-gazing, super-serviceable, finical rogue, one-trunk inheriting slave, one that would be a bawd in way of good service, and art nothing but the composition of a knave, coward, beggar, pander, and the heir of a mongrel bitch. One whom I will beat into clamorous whining, thou deniest the least syllable of thy addition.
Why, what a monstrous fellow art thou! Thus to rail on one that is neither known of thee nor knows thee.
What a brazen-faced varlet art thou to deny thou knowest me? Is it 2 days since I tripped up thy heels and beat thee before the king? Oh, you rogue! For though it be night, yet the moon shines. I'll make a sop of the moonshine of you. Draw, you horse and cullionly barbermonger! Draw!
Away with you! I'll nothing to do with thee!
Draw, you rascal! You bring letters against the king and take Vanity the puppet's part against the royalty of her father. Draw, or I'll so curve it out of your shanks. Draw, you rogue! Come your ways! Draw, you rogue! Stand, rogue! Stand!
Help! 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 Murder!
No! What's the matter? Hark!
With you, Goodman boy, if you please. Come on, flesh. Come on, you monster!
Methods, arms, what is the matter here? Keep peace upon your lives. He dies that strikes again.
The messengers from the king and our sister.
What is the matter? Speak.
I am scarce of breath, my lord.
No marvel you have so bestirred your valor. You cowardly rascal. Nature disclaims in thee. A tailor made thee.
That art. Strange fellow. A tailor make a man?
A tailor, sir. Stonecutter or a painter could not have made her so ill, though they've been but 2 years of the trade.
Speak! How grow your quarrel?
This ancient ruffian, sir, whose life I spared, suit of his grey beard.
Thou horse and Zed, thou unnecessary letter. My lord, if you would give me leave, I would tread this unbolted villain into mortar and dog the wall of a jakes with her. Spare my grey beard, you wagtail.
Hey, why art thou angry?
That such a slave as this should wear a sword that wears no honesty. Such smiling rogues as these, like rats, oft bite the holy cords a twain. A plague upon your epileptic visage! Smile you my speeches as I were a fool. Goose, if I had you upon Sarum Plain, I'd drag you cackling home to Camelot!
How fell you out? Say that.
The contraries hold more antipathy than I in such a knave.
Why dost thou call her knave? What is her fault?
Her countenance likes me not.
No more perchance does mine, nor his, nor hers.
Sir, 'tis my occupation to be plain. I've seen better faces in my time than stands on any shoulder that I see before me in this instant.
You are some fellow. You have been praised for your bluntness. Doth affect a saucy roughness. An honest mind and plain must hold the truth.
Sir, in good faith, in sincere verity, under the allowance of your great aspect, was influenced like the wreath of radiant fire on flickering Phoebus' front.
What meanest by this?
To go out of my accent, which you discommend so much. She that beguiled you in a plain accent was a plain knave, which for my part I will not be, though I should earn your displeasure to entreat me to it.
What was the offense you gave him?
I gave him none, my lord. It pleased the king, his master, very late, to strike at me upon his misconstruction, trip me from behind, being down, insulted, railed, and then got praises from the king and drew on me here again.
None of these rogues and cowards, but Ajax is the fool.
Fetch forth the stocks. You reverend braggart, you ancient knave, we'll teach you.
Sir, I am too old to learn. Call not your stocks for me. I serve the king, on whose employment I was sent here. you shall show small regard, show too bold malice against the grace and person of Roman master, stalking his messenger.
Fetch forth the stock. As I have life and honor, there you shall sit till noon.
Till noon? Till night, my lord, and all night too.
Madam, if I were your father's dog, you would not use me thus.
But being his knave, I will.
Let me beseech your grace not to do so. The king his master needs must take it ill, if he so slightly valued in his messenger should have him thus restrained.
Our sister will take it much more worse, having her messenger abused, assaulted.
Come, my lady, away.
I am silent for you, friend. It is the Duke's pleasure. His disposition all the world knows cannot be rubbed nor stopped. I'll entreat for thee.
Pray do not. I have watched and traveled hard. Sometime I shall sleep out, the rest I'll whistle. A man's fortune may grow out at heels. Bid you good morrow.
The Duke's to blame in this. 'Twill be ill taken.
Good king, that must approve the common saw, thou out of heaven's benediction comest to the warm sun. Approach, thou beacon, to this underglobe, that by thy comfortable beams I may peruse my letter. Nothing almost sees miracles but misery. I know 'tis from Cordelia, who hath most fortunately been informed of my obscured course. Take vantage, heavy eyes, not to behold this shameful lodging. Fortune, good night. Smile once more. Turn thy wheel.
'Tis strange that they should so depart from home, and not send back my messengers.
As I learned the night before, there is no purpose in them of this remove.
Hail to thee, noble master.
Ha! Dost thou make this shame thy pastime?
No, my lord.
He wears cruel garters.
What's he that such thy place mistook to set thee here?
It is both he and she, thy son and daughter.
No.
Yes.
No, I say.
I say yea.
By Jupiter, I swear no.
By Juno, I swear aye.
They durst not do it. Could not. Would not do it. 'Tis worse than murder to do upon such respect such violent outrage. Resolve me with all modest haste which way they mightest deserve, or they impose thy usage.
My lord, when at their home I did commend your highness' letters to them. Ere I was risen from the place that showed my duty kneeling, there came a reeking post, stewed in her haste, half breathless, panting forth from Goneril, her mistress, salutations. Meeting here the other messenger, whose welcome I perceived had poisoned mine, having more man than wit about me, drew. She raised the house with loud and coward cries. Your son and daughter found this trespass worth the shame which here it suffers.
Winter's gone not yet if the wild geese fly that way. Fathers that wear rags do see their children blind, but fathers that bear bags do see their children kind.
Oh, how this mother swells up in my heart. Thy elements below, where is this daughter?
With the earl, sir, here within.
Follow me not. Stay here.
Made you no more offense but what you speak of? None. How came chance the king came with so small a number?
If thou hast been in the stocks for that question, thou hast well deserved it.
Why, fool?
All that follow their noses are led by their eyes. But blind men can smell him that's stinking. When a wise man gives thee better counsel, give me mine again. I would have none but knaves follow it, since a fool gives it. That, sir, which serves and seeks for gain, and follows but for some, will pack when it begins to rain, and leave thee in the storm. But I will tarry. The fool will stay, and let the wise man fly. The knave turns fool that runs away. The fool no knave could die.
Where learned you this, fool?
Not in the stocks, fool.
deny to speak with me? They are sick, they are weary, they've traveled all the night. Fetch me a better answer.
Good Lord, you know the fiery quality of the Duke, and how unremovable and fixed he is in his own course.
Vengeance, death, plague, consumption. Fiery, what quality? I call what? I'd speak with the Duke of Cornwall and his wife.
My good Lord, I have informed them so.
Inform them? Dost thou understand me, man?
Aye, sir.
Tell the Duke, the King would speak with the Duke, the dear father would with his daughter speak. Are they informed of this? My breath and blood, fiery, the fiery Duke. Go tell the hot Duke. Go tell the Duke and his wife I'd speak with them now, presently. Bid them come forth and hear me, or at their chamber door I will beat the drum till it cry sleep to death to sleep.
I would all well betwixt you.
Oh, my heart. Rising heart.
Cry to it, Nuncle, as the cockney did to the eels when she put them in the paste alive. She nabbed them on the coxsacons with a stick.
Ah! Good morrow to you both.
Hello, Your Grace.
Glad to see your Highness.
Regan, I think you are. Oh, beloved Regan, thou sister's not. She hath tied untooth kindness like a vulture. Here, I can scarce speak with thee. Thou wilt not believe what such deprived quality, O Regan.
Good sir, take patience.
I say, how is that?
You have restrained the riots of your followers. 'Tis on such ground that clears her from all blame.
My curse on her!
Oh, sir, you are old. You should be ruled and led by some desertion that decides your fate. So please, return you to my sister, for you have wronged her.
Ask her forgiveness? Do you but mark how this makes the house? Dear daughter, I confess I am old. Age is unnecessary. On my knees, I beg you vouchsafe me raiment, bed, and food.
Good sir, these are unsightly tricks. I pray you, return to our sister.
Never, Regan. She hath abated me half my train, looked black upon me, stroked me with her tongue, most serpent-like in the very heart. May all the plagues in heaven fall upon her ingrateful top. Strike her bones with lameness.
Fie, sir, fie.
You nimble lightnings, dart your blinding flame into her scornful eyes. Infect her beauty, you fen-sucked fogs, drawn by the powerful sun to fall and blister.
And tell the blessed gods, and you'll wish the same on me when the rash mode is on.
Oh, Regan, thou shalt never have my curse. Her eyes are fierce, the kind to comfort and not burn. 'Tis not in thee. Thy half of the kingdom, dost thou not forget wherein I thee endowed?
Good sir, to the purpose.
Who put my man in the stocks?
What trumpet's that?
It's my sister's. I know it.
Well,
It's your sister come.
This is a slave whose easy borrowed pride dwells on the sickly grace of he who follows. Art, varlet, out, varlet!
What means, Your Grace?
Who stocked my servant? Oh, Regan, I have good hope thou did not know on it. Oh, heavens. Oh, Regan, will you take her by the hand?
Why not by the hand, sir? Call it by offended. All's not offense to indiscretion finds and dotage terms so.
Oh, sight, you are too dumb. Will you yet yield? Who stocked my servant?
I set him there, sir.
You, did you?
but by his own disorders deserve much less advancement.
If to the expiration of your month you will return to our sister, dismissing half your train, return then to me.
Return with her and 50 men dismissed? Rather I abjure all roofs and choose to wage against the enemy or there. Return with her. Why, the hot-blooded France, that dowerless, took our youngest born. I could be brought to knee his throne. Return with her. Rather persuade me to be slave and sumpter to this detested groom.
At your choice, sir.
Prithee thee, daughter, do not make me mad. No longer will I trouble thee. My child, farewell. No more shall we meet, nor see one another. Yet thou art my flesh, my blood, my daughter, or rather a disease that's in my flesh that I needs call mine. Thou art a bile in my corrupted blood, but I'll not chide thee. I'll let shame come when it may. I will not call it. I can be patient. I can stay with Regan and my 50 men.
Not altogether so.
Is this well spoken?
I about you, sir.
Why might not you, my lord, receive attendance from those that she calls servants, or from mine?
Yea, is it not well? Why need so many?
I gave you all.
And in good time you gave it.
Made you guardians. My guardians and my depositors. But kept a reservation to be followed with such a number. Why must I come to you with 5 and 20? Regan, say you so?
Say it again, my lord. No more, me.
Who, those wicked creatures who doesn't look less wicked when others are more wicked. Not being the worst is some form of praise. I'll stay with thee in their 50. It's double thy 5 and 20, and ours are twice thy love.
Hear me, my lord. What need you 5 and 20? 10 or 5? To follow in a house where twice so many have a command to tend you. What need more?
Oh, well, reason not the need. Oh, heavens, give me patience, and patience I need. Let not women's weapons, water drops, stain my man's cheeks. No! You unnatural hag. I will have such revenge on you both. I will do such things the whole world will. Oh, I will do. I know not yet, but they will be the terrors of the earth. You think I'll weep? I'll not weep, yet I have full cause of weeping. My heart shall break into 100,000 flaws ere I'll weep.
Let us withdraw. It will be a storm.
This house is small. The old man and his people will not be well bestowed.
'Tis his own blame hath put himself in rest, and must needs taste his folly.
I'll take him gladly, and not one follower.
So my purpose. And where is my lord of Gloucester?
Follow the old man forth. He has returned.
The king is in high rage.
Whither is he going?
He calls the horse, but will I know not whether.
Well, 'tis best to give him way. He leads himself.
My lord, by no means entreat him to stay.
But alack, the night comes on, and the high winds do sorely ruffle. For many miles about there's scarce a bush.
Better shut up the doors.
Shut up your doors. 'Tis a wild night. My Regan counsels well. Come out of the storm.
Who's there?
besides foul weather.
One-minded like the weather, most unquietly.
I know you. Where is the king?
Contending with the fretful elements that things might change or cease.
But who is with him?
None but the fool who labors to outjest her heart-struck injuries.
Then I do know you. You dare upon the warrant of my note commend a dear thing to you. There is division in Albany and Cornwall against the old kind king.
I will talk further with you.
No, do not. For confirmation that I am much more than is my outlaw, open this purse and take what it contains. If you shall see Cordelia, as fear not what you shall. Show her this ring, and she will tell you who that fellow is that yet you do not know. By this incoming storm, I will go seek the king.
Blow, wind, and crack your cheeks. Rain, blow until you've drenched the steeples, drowned our cock. You sulphurous, all executing fire singe my white head. Thou all shaking thunder, crack nature's mold. All germain spill at once and make ungrateful man.
Nuncle! Pour holy water in a dry house is better than this rainwater outdoor. Good nuncle, in! Ask thy daughter's blessing. Here's a night that pities neither wise men nor fools.
Rumble thy belly full! Ha ha! Spitfire! Spout rain! Nor rain, wind, thunder, fire are my children. I taxed you not, you elements, with unkindness. Never gave you kingdom, called you children. You owe me no subscription, then let fall your horrible pleasure. I stand here your slave, a poor, infirm, weak, and despised old man.
Who's there?
Grace and a conscience. A wise man and a fool.
My lord, are you here? Things that love night love not such nights as these. The wrathful skies yell at the very wanderers of the dark and make them keep their caves.
Let the great gods that keep this dreadful putter o'er our heads find out their enemy now.
Bareheaded, gracious my lord, hard by here is some cover. Some friendship will it lend you against the tempest. Repose you there.
My wits begin to turn. How doth my boy? Come on, boy, how art thou? I am cold. Art cold? I am cold myself.
He that has a little time wit with high-ho, the wind and the rain, must make content of his fortune's fit. For the rain, it raineth every day.
True, boy. Come, to discovery.
When priests are more in word than matter, when brewers mar their malt with water, when nobles are their tailors' tutors, no heretics burn, but wenches suitors. When every case in law is right, no squire in debt, nor no poor knight. When slanders do not come to tongues, nor cut purses come not to throngs. When users tell their gold in the field, and bawds and whores do churches build, then shall the realm of Albion come to great confusion. This a prophecy Merlin shall make, for I live before his time.
Alack, I like not this unnatural dealing. When I desired to leave that I might pity him, he took from me the use of my own house, charged me on pain of perpetual displeasure, neither to speak of him, entreat for him, or any way sustain him.
Most savage and unnatural.
Say him nothing. There is division between the dukes, and a worse matter than that. I received a letter this night. 'Tis dangerous to be spoken. I have locked the letter in my closet. These injuries the king bears will be revenged home. There's part of the power already footed. We must incline to the king. I will look him and privily relieve him. Go you and maintain talk with the Duke, that my charity be of him not perceived. He asked for me, I'm ill and gone to bed. I died for it. The king, my old master, must be relieved. 'Tis strange things told. Pray you be careful.
Here is the place, my lord. Good my lord, enter. The tyranny of the open night's too rough for nature to endure.
Let me alone.
But my lord, enter here.
You'll break my heart.
I would rather break mine own. Good my lord, enter.
Thou thinkest much that this contentious storm that invades us to the skin, so 'tis to thee. Where the greater malady is fixed, the lesser is scarce felt. The body's delicate, the tempest in my mind. Oh, pour on! I will endure a night as this. Oh, Goneril, oh, Regan, thou old kind father, whose thank heart gave you all. Oh, no, that way madness lies. No more of that. I will shun that. Oh.
Good my lord, enter here.
Prithee thee, go in thyself. Find thine own ease. Poor naked wretches, wherefore art pelting of this pitiless storm? How does your houseless heads defend against seasons such as this? Expose thyself to feel what wretches feel.
Father and half. Poor Tom.
Ah! Oh, come not in here! No, come not in here! There's a spirit! A spirit, help me! Help me!
Look there.
It's a spirit! He says his name's Poor Tom!
What art thou that dost rumble there in the leaves? Come forth. Away. The foul fiend doth follow me through the sharp hawthorn blows of wind. Go to thy bed and warn thee.
Hast thou give all to thy daughters, and art thou come to this?
Who can send it then to poor Tom, whom the foul fiend hath led through fire and through flame, through sword and whirlpool, o bog and quagmire, who hath laid knives under his pillow to course his own shadow for a treasure. Bless thy 5 wits. Tom's the cold. Oh, dee-do, dee-do, dee-do. Poor Tom, some charity, whom the foul fiend vexes. There, could I have him there, and there, and there, and there again.
Has his daughters brought him to this pass? Couldst thou save anything? Didst thou give him all?
Nay, he reserved a blanket, else we all have been shamed.
Now, all the plagues that in the pendulous air hang, faded o'er men's faults, light on thy daughters.
He hath no daughters, sir.
Is it the fashion that discarded fathers should have such little mercy on their flesh?
Pillicock Sapto, Pillicock Hugh. Allow! Allow, Lulu!
This cold night will turn us all into fools and madmen.
Take heed, O the foul fiend. Obey thy parents. Swear not, commit not with man's sworn spouse. Set not thy sweetheart on proud array. Tom's the cold.
What hast thou been?
Serving them? Proud in heart and mind, that curled my hair, wore gloves in my cap, served the lust of my mistress' heart, and did the act of darkness with her. Swore as many oaths as I spake words, and broke them in the sweet face of heaven. One that slept in the contriving of lust, and waked to do it. Wine loved I dearly, dice dearly, and in woman out paramored the Turk. False of heart, light of ear, bloody of hand.
no more than this, consider him well. Thou art the very thing itself. Unaccommodated man is no more than a bare, attacked animal such as thou art. Off, Lindy! Off! Nay,
Prithee, noble
unbutton
Pete,
here.
be contented. 'Tis a naughty night to swim in. Look who comes here.
This is the foul Flittertigibbet. He begins at curfew and walks till first cock. He gives the web and the pin and makes the hair lit, mildews the whiteweed and harms the poor creatures of the earth. Tongues of fools.
Who's there? What is you seek?
What are you? Your names?
Poor Tom, that eats the swimming frog, who is whipped from tithing to tithing, stopped, punished, and imprisoned, with 6 suits to his back, 3 shirts to his body, horse to ride and weapon to wear, but mice and rats and such small deer have been Tom's food for 7 long years.
What? Hath your grace no better company?
The Prince of Darkness is a gentleman.
Our flesh and blood is grown so wild that it doth hate what gets it. Come in with me. My duty cannot suffer to obey in all your daughter's heart commands. Though their injunction be to bar my doors and let this tyrannous night take hold upon you, I have ventured to seek you out and bring you where both fire and food is ready.
First, let me have a word with this philosopher. What is the cause of thunder?
My lord, take his offer. Go into the house.
I will have a word with this famed learned female. What is thy study?
Kill vermin and prevent the foul.
I will have a word in private with this.
Importing him once more to go, my lord, his wits begin to unsettle.
Hast thou blame him? His daughter's seek his death. In a good Kent, she said it would be thus. Poor banished woman. Thou sayest the king grows mad. I tell thee, friend, I go mad myself. I had a son, now outlawed from my blood, sought my life. But lately, very late, I loved him, friend. No father or son dear. True to tell thee, though, the grief has crazed my wits. What a night is this? I do beseech your grace.
Cry you mercy, sir. I will keep still with my philosopher.
Sir, soothe him. Let him take the fellow.
Take him you on.
Sirrah, come on, with us.
Come, good Athenian.
Hush. Hush, no words.
Wild Roland to the dark tower came. His words were still 5 full and plumb. I smell the blood of the British.
'Tis better than the open air. Take it thankfully. I'll piece out the comfort with what I can. I won't be long.
All his wits given way to his impatience. The gods reward your kindness.
Pray, innocent, and beware the foul fiend.
Prithee, uncle, tell me whether a madman be a gentleman or a yeoman.
A king. A king.
No, he's a yeoman that sees his son a gentleman before him.
Oh, pity.
Look. See all the dogs? Trey and Blanche and Sweetie? See how they bark at me?
Tom will throw his head at them, for with throwing thus my head, dogs leapt the hatch and all are fled.
Then let them anatomize Reagan. Let them see what breeds about her heart, if there is some cause in nature for these hard hearts. I entertain for one of my 100, but I do not like the fashion of your garments. You will say they are Persian, but let them be changed.
My lord, lie back and rest a while.
Make no noise. Make no noise. Draw the curtains. So we'll go to supper in the morning.
And I'll go to bed at noon.
Here, hither, fella. Where's the king, my master?
Here, sir, but his wits have turned.
Good friend, I've overheard a plot of death upon him. There's a litter ready. Lie a minute, and drive toward Dover, where thou shalt meet both welcome and protection. Take up thy master, and come with me. To some provision will give quick conduct. Come away.
My lord, letter ready.
Post speedily. Take this letter to your husband, my lord. Seek out the traitor Gloucester.
Hang him instantly. Pluck out his eyes.
Leave him to my displeasure. How now? Where is the king?
My Lord Gloucester has conveyed him hence, what with some other lords and servants, towards Dover, where they boast to have well-armed friends.
Go, get horses for your mistress.
Farewell, sweet lord and sister.
Who's there? The traitor?
Ingrateful bastards be.
Sit him down.
What means your graces? A good, my friends, consider you are my guest. Do me no foul play, friends.
Sit him down, I say.
Hard, you filthy traitor.
Bind him. Villain thou shalt find.
By the kind gods, 'tis most ignobly done to pluck me by the beard.
So white and such a traitor.
Naughty lady, these hairs which thou dost ravish from my chin will quicken and accuse thee. I am your host. With robbers' hands, my hospitable favors you should not ruffle thus. What will you do?
Come, sir. What letters have you late from France?
Be simple to answer, for we know the truth.
And what confederacy do you have with those late-footed in the kingdom?
To whom have you sent the lunatic king? Speak.
I've received a letter guestly set down that came from one of a neutral heart, and not from one opposed.
Cunning.
And false.
Where hast thou sent the king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? Wast thou not charged at peril?
Wherefore to Dover? Let him answer that.
I am tied to the stake, and I must stand the course.
Wherefore to Dover?
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh stick boarish fangs. If wolves had at thy gate howled that stern time, thou shouldst have said, good porter, turn the key. All cruels else subscribe. I will see the winged vengeance overtake such children.
See if thou shalt never upon these eyes of thine. I'll set my foot.
He that thinks to be old, give me some help! Oh! Oh, cruel! Oh, you gods!
One side will mock another, the other two.
If you see vengeance.
Hold your hand, my lord. I have served you ever since I was a child. The greater service have I never done you than now bid you hold.
How now, you dog?
If you had a beard upon your chin, I'd shake it on this quarrel.
My villain!
Come, it takes a chance of anger.
Give me thy sword! A peasant stands up thus!
I left to see some mischief upon him.
See it thou shalt, but never through these eyes of thine. Where's thy luster now?
Oh, dark and comfortless. Where's my son Edmund? Edmund! Enkindle all the sparks of nature to quit this horrid act.
Oh, treacherous villain. You call upon he that hates you? It was him that made the overture of thy treasons to us.
Oh, my follies. Then Edgar was abused. Oh, kind gods, forgive me that and prosper him.
Go, thrust him out the gates, and let him smell his way to Dover. How thus, my lord? How look you?
I have received a hurt. Follow me, lady. Turn out this eyeless villain and throw his slave upon the dunghill. Regan, I bleed apace. Untimely comes this hurt. Give me your arm.
Yet better thus, and known to be contemned, than still contemned and flattered to be worst. The lowest and most dejected thing of fortune stands still in esperance, lives not in fear. The lamentable change is from the best. The worst returns to laughter. Welcome then, thou unsubstantial air that I embrace. The wretch that thou hast blown unto the worst owes nothing to thy blasts. But who comes here? My father? Poorly led?
Oh, my good lord, I have been your tenant, and your father's tenant, these 80 years.
Away. Get thee away. Be gone, friend. Thy comforts can do me no good at all. Thee they may hurt.
You cannot see your way.
I have no way, and therefore want no eyes. I stumbled when I saw. Often it is seen our means secure us, and our mere defects prove our commodities. Oh, dear son Edgar. Might I but live to see thee in my touch, I'd say I had eyes again.
How now? Who's there?
Oh, gods, who is it can say that I am at the worst? I am worse than e'er I was.
'Tis poor mad town.
Is it a beggar man?
Madman and beggar too.
He has some reason, else he would not beg. In the last night's storm, I such a fellow saw, which made me think a man. He were. My son then came into my mind, yet my mind was scarce friends with him. I've heard more since. As flies to wanton boys, are we to the gods. They kill us for their sport.
That is a trade that must play fool to sorrow, angering itself and others. Bless thee, master.
Is that a naked fellow?
Aye, sir.
Get thee away. Do it for my sake. Thou wilt overtake us hence or mile or twain. Either way toward Dover. Do it for ancient love, and bring some covering for this naked soul, which I'll entreat to lead me.
Alack, sir, he is mad.
'Tis the time's plague, when madmen lead the blind. Do as I bid thee, or rather do thy pleasure. Above there has to be gone.
I'll bring him the best peril I have. Come on, Woodrow.
Sirrah, good fellow.
Poor Tom's a cold. Cannot daub it further.
Come here, fellow.
Nor must. Lest thy sweet eyes they bleed.
Knowest thou the way to Dover?
For stile and gate, horseway and footpath, poor Tom hath been scared out of his good wits. Bless thee, good man's son, from the foul fiend.
Here is a purse. Thou whom the heavens' plagues have humbled so to their commodities, that man may have enough, that I, the wretched, makes thee the happier. let the superfluous and lusted-dieted man that slaves your ordinance, that will not see, because he does not feel your power quickly. Dost thou know Dover?
Aye, master.
There is a cliff whose high and bending head looks fearfully in the confined deep. Bring me to the very brim of it, and I'll repair the misery thou dost bear with something rich about me. From that place I shall no leading meet.
Give me thy arm. Poor Tom shall lead thee. Lady, your lord comes.
I marvel our mild husband not met us on the way. Now, where's your master?
Madam within, but never a man so changed. I told him of the army that was landed. He smiled at it. I told him you had come. His answer was, the worst. What most he should dislike seems pleasant. What like? Offensive.
Then shall I go no further? 'Tis the cowish terror of his spirit that dares not undertake. He'll not feel wrong, which tie him to an answer. Back, Edmund must go to my brother. I must change names at home and give the distaste into my husband's hands. You, trusty servant, shall pass between us. My most dear Gloucester, all the difference of man and man. To thee, a woman's services are due. My fool usurps my God.
Madam, here comes my lord.
I have been worth the whistle.
Oh, Goneril, you're not worth the dust that the rude wind blows in your face.
Milk-livered man, that bearest a cheek for blows, a head for wrongs, who hath not thy brows and eye discerning thine honor from thy suffering.
See thyself, devil. Proper deformity seem not in the fiend, so horrid as in woman.
A vain fool!
Oh, my good lord, the Duke of Cornwall is dead, slain by his servant, going to put out the other eye of Gloucester.
Gloucester's eyes?
A servant that he bred, thrilled with remorse, opposed against the act, bending his sword to his great master, who, threat enraged, fell on him, and amongst them fell him dead, but not without that harmful stroke, which since hath plucked him after.
This shows you are above you, justices, that these are nether crimes so speedily can venge. But, oh, poor Gloucester, lost he his other eye.
Both, my lord. This letter, madam, craves a speedy answer. It's from your sister.
One way I'd like to swell, but being widow and my Gloucester with her, may all the building in my fancy pluck upon my hateful life. Another way the news is not so tart. I'll read and answer.
Where was his son when they did take his eyes?
Come with my lady hither.
He is not here.
No, I met him back again.
Knows he the wickedness?
'Twas he informed against them, and had quit the house on purpose, that their punishment might have the freer course.
Gloucester, I live to thank thee for the love thou showedst the king, and to revenge thine eyes. Come hither, friend. Tell me what more thou knowest.
Are my brother's power set forth?
Hi, madam.
Himself in person there.
With much ado, your sister is the better soldier.
Lord Edmund spake not with your lord at home?
No, madam.
What knight import my sister's letter to him?
I know not, lady.
It was great ignorance, Gloucester's eyes being out, to let him live.
I must needs after him, madam, with my letter.
The ways are dangerous. Stay with us.
I must not, madam. My lady has charged my duty in this business.
Why should she write to Edmund? I love thee much. Let me unseal the letter.
Madam, I had rather...
I know your lady does not love her husband. Of this I am certain. I know you are of her bosom.
Aye, madam.
my lord is dead. Edmund and I have spake, and much more convenient is he for my hand than for your lady's. So fare thee well. If perchance you hear of that blind traitor, preferment falls on him that cuts him off.
Would I would meet, madam. I would show what party I do follow.
Fare thee well.
Alack. 'Tis he. Why, he is mad even now as mad as Vexy, singing aloud. A sentry! Send forth! Search every acre in the high-grown field and bring him to our eye. He that helps him shall take all my outward worth. All blessed secrets, all you unknown virtues of the earth, spring with my tears.
News, madam. The British powers are moving hitherward.
'Tis known before. Our preparation stands in expectation of them. Oh, dear father, it is thy business that I go about. Therefore, great France, my mourning and importune tears hath pitied. 'Tis no blown ambition doth our armies incite, but love, dear love, and our aged father's right. Soon may I hear and see him.
Proclaim prize. Most happy that eyeless head of thine was first framed flesh to build my fortunes. Oh, unhappy traitor. Think briefly on thyself. The knife is out that must destroy thee.
Let thy friendly hand put strength enough to it.
Wherefore, bold peasant, dost thou support a published traitor? Hence, lest the infection of his fortunes take hold on thee. Let go his arm.
Shall not let go, sir, without further occasion.
Let go, slave, or thou diest.
Good gentlemen, go your gait, and let poor both pass. Nay, come not near the old man. Out, Chivoria, or I try whether your custard or my ballow be the harder.
Out, Scumhill! Ah! 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 Slave, thou hast slain me! Villain! Take my purse, and if thou wouldst thrive, take the letters that thou find upon my person to Edmund, Earl of Gloucester. You will find them with the English party. Oh, untimely death. Death.
I know thee well. The serviceable villain, as duteous to the vices of thy mistress' heart as badness would desire.
What? Is she dead?
Rest ye, father. Let's see this purse, the letter she speaks of. Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. You have made opportunities to cut him off. If your will want not, time and place will be fruitfully offered. There is nothing done. If be returned the conqueror, then I am prisoner, and his bed my goal. From the loathed warmth thereof deliver me, and supply the place for your labor. Your wife, I would say, affectionate servant, Goneril. O indistinguished space of woman's will, a plot upon her virtuous husband's life, and the exchange, my brother. With this ungracious paper, strike the site of the death practice, Duke. Come, brother. Far off me, methinks I hear beaten drum. I'll lead you to some fighting. Here, father, take this tree for your good host. pray that the right may thrive. Away further.
No further, sir. That man may rot even here.
In ill thoughts again? Man must endure.
That's true, too. When shall I come to the top of that same hill?
You do climb up and now. Look, how we labor.
Methinks the ground is even.
Horrible steep. Hark, do you hear the sea?
No, truly.
Why then, your other senses grow imperfect by your eyes' anguish.
So may be indeed. Methinks thy voice is altered, and thou speakest in better phrase and matter than thou didst.
You are much deceived. In nothing am I changed, but in my garments.
Methinks you are better spoken.
Come on, sir. Oh, how fearful and dizzy 'tis to cast one eye so low. The fishermen that walk upon the beach appear like mice, almost too small for sight. The murmuring surge cannot be heard so high. I'll look no more, lest my brain turn and in deficient sight topple down headlong.
Set me where you stand.
Give me your arm. You are now within a foot of the extreme verge. For all beneath the moon I would not leap upright.
Let go of my arm. Here, friend, is another purse. In it, a jewel well worth a poor man's taking. Fairy and gods prosper it with thee. Now thou go further off. Bid me farewell and let me hear thee going.
Now fare ye well, good sir.
With all my heart.
I do trifle thus with this despair. It's done to cure it.
Oh, you mighty gods! This world I do renounce, and in your sights shake patiently my great affliction off. If I could bear it longer, and not fall to quarrel with your great opposeless wills, my snuff and loath part of nature should burn itself out. If Edgar live, oh bless him. Now, fellow, fare thee well.
Gone, sir. Farewell. Had he been where he thought, by this had thought been past. Alive or dead? Ho, you sir! Friend, hear you, sir, speak! Thus might pass indeed. And yet he revives. What are you, sir?
Away and let me die.
Thou shivered like an egg, but thou dost breathe, hast heavy substance, bleeds not, speakest, art found. 10 masts each make not the altitude thou hast perpendicularly fell. Thy life's a miracle. Speak yet again.
Have I fallen or no?
From the dread summit of this chalky bourne. Look abide. The shrill-gorged lark so far cannot be seen nor heard. Do but look up.
Alack, I have no eyes. Is wretchedness deprived that benefit to end itself by death? 'Twas yet some comfort when misery could beguile the tyrant's rage and frustrate his proud will.
Give me your arm. Up so. How is it? Feel you your legs? You stand.
Too well. Too well.
This is above all strangeness upon the crown of the cliff. What was that thing that parted from you?
A poor unfortunate beggar.
As I stood here below, methought his eyes were 2 full moons. He had 1,000 noses, horns newly whelked, and raved like the enraged sea. Some fiend. Therefore, thou happy father, think that the clearest gods that make honors of men's impossibilities have preserved thee.
I remember now. Henceforth I'll bear affliction till it do cry out itself. Enough and die. That thing you speak of, I took it for a man. Often it would say, the fiend. The fiend, he led me to that place.
Bear free and patient thoughts. Who comes here?
They cannot touch me for crying. I am the king himself.
A side-piercing sight.
Nature is above art in that respect.
I know that voice.
Ha! Goneril, with a white beard? They flattered me like a dog. Told me I had the gray hairs in my beard ere the black ones were there. To say aye and no to everything that I said. Aye and no too was no good divinity. When the rain came to wet me once, and the wind to make me chatter. When the thunder would not peace at my bidding, there I found them, there I smelt them out. Go to, they are not men of their words. They told me I was everything. Ha, 'tis a lie. I am not ague-proof.
The trick of that voice, I do well remember. Is it not the king?
Aye, every inch a king. When I do stare, see how the subject quakes. I pardon that man's life. What was thy cause? Adultery? Thou shalt not die. Die for adultery? Let copulation thrive. For Gloucester's bastard son was kinder to his father than my daughters got 'tween the lawful sheets. Women all above. But to the girdle do the gods inherit. Beneath is the fiends. There's hell. There's darkness. There's a sulphurous pit. Burning, scalding, stench, consumption. Well,
let me kiss thy hand.
Let me wipe it first. It smells of mortality.
Oh, ruined piece of nature. This great world shall so wear out to naught. Dost thou know me?
I know. I remember those eyes well enough. Dost thou squinty at me? No? Do thy worst, blind Cupid, I'll not love.
Were all thy letters sunned, I could not see.
Oh, are you there with me? No eyes in your head, nor money in your purse. Your eyes are in a heavy case, your purse in a light. But yet you see how this world goes.
What? With a case of eyes?
What, art mad? A man may see how this world goes with no eyes? Look with thine ears.
I see it feelingly.
Gowns and furred robes hide all. Get thee glass-eyed, and like a scurvy politician, seem to see the things that thou dost not.
Aye, sir.
If thou wilt weep my fortunes, take my eyes. I know thee well enough. Thy name is Gloucester. Thou must be patient. We came crying hither. Thou knowest when we first smell the air, we wail and cry. I will preach to thee, mark.
Alack the day.
When we are born, we cry that we come to this great stage of fools, and then kill, 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 and kill.
Oh, here he is.
What?
Your most dear daughter.
No rescue? What, a prisoner? Use me well. You shall have ransom. Let me have surgeons. I am cut to the brain.
You shall have anything.
No seconds? All myself? I will die bravely like a smug bridegroom. I will be jovial. What? Come you, masters, I am the king, know you that?
You are a royal one, and we obey you.
Well, then there's life in it, and you can get it. You shall get it by running.
Sight most pitiful in the meanest wretch, past speaking of in a king. Hail, gentle lady. Sir, speed you.
Have you heard, milady, of a battle tour?
Everyone hears that which can distinguish sound.
But by your favor, how near is the other army?
Near, and on speedy foot.
Thank you, milady.
Though the queen herself is on special cause. Her army hath moved on.
Thank you, milady.
Oh, you gentle gods, take my breath from me. Let not my worser spirit tempt me again to end itself by death.
Well prayed, Father.
Now, sir, what are you?
The most poor and fortunate beggar man, made tame to fortune's blows. Come, Father, I'll lead you to some tidings.
Hearty thanks.
O thou good Kent, how shall I live and work to match thy goodness? My life will be too short in every measure, fail me.
To be acknowledged, madam, is o'erpaid. All my reports go with the modest truth, nor more, nor clipped but so.
Be better suited. These weeds are memories of worser hours. I prithee, put them off.
Yet to be known shortens my made intent. My boon I make it, you know me not till time and I think meet.
Then be it so, my good lady. How does the king?
Madam, sleep still.
Will you, kind gods, cure this great breach in his abused nature? The untuned and jarring senses will wind up of this child-changed father. Be governed by your own knowledge, and proceed in the sway of your own will. O my dear father, let restoration hang thy medicine on my lips, and let my kiss repair these violent harms that my two sisters have in thy reverence made.
Kind and dear princess.
Is this a face to be opposed against the jarring winds? Mine enemy's dog, though he had bit me, should have stood that night against my fire. Wast thou fain? Poor father. Alack. 'Tis wonder that thy life and wits had not concluded all. He wakes. Speak to him.
Madam, to you 'tis fittest.
How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
You do me wrong to take me out of the grave. Thou art a soul in bliss, but I am bound upon a wheel of fire, and mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know. Where did you die?
Still far wide.
He's scarce awake. Leave him alone a while.
But where have I been? Where am I? Oh, fair daylight. I am mightily abused. I should even die with pity to see another thus. I know not what to say. I will not swear these are my hands. Let's see.
Oh, look upon me, sir, and hold yours hand in benediction over me. You must not kneel.
Pray you, do not mock me. I am a very foolish and fond old man. But to deal plainly, I swear I am not in my perfect mind. For I feel I should know you and this man. Yet I am doubtful, for I am mainly ignorant of what place this is. Or all the skill I have remembers not these garments, nor where I did lodge last night. Do not laugh at me, for as I am a man, I think this lady to be my child, Cordelia.
And so I am. I am.
Are thine eyes wet? Yes, Faith. I pray you weep not. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. I know you do not love me, for your sisters have, as I do remember, done me wrong. You have some cause. They have not.
No cause. No cause.
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Do not abuse me.
Be comforted, good madam. The great rage you see is killed in him. Desire him to go.
Wilt please your highness walk?
You must bear with me. Pray you now. Forget and forgive. I am old and foolish.
Do you not love my sister? But have you never found my brother's way to the forefronted place? Dear sir, I never shall endure her. Dear my lord, be not familiar with her.
Our very loving sister, well bemet. This I heard. The king is come to his daughter, with others whom the rigor of our state is forced to cry out.
And wisest reason?
Combine together against the enemy, for these domestic and particular broils are not the question here.
Let's then determine with the ancient of war in our proceeding.
You'll go with us?
No.
'Tis most convenient. Pray, go with us.
Ho, ho, I know the riddle. I will go.
If ere your grace had speech with man so poor, hear me one word.
I'll overtake you. Speak.
Before you fight the battle, ope this letter. If you have the victory, let but the herald cry. Wretched though I seem, I can produce a champion for what is avouched there. If you miscarry, your business in this world hath so an end, and machination ceases. Fortune loves you.
Wait till I've read the letter.
I was forbidden. When time shall serve, let but the herald cry, and I will appear again.
Why, fare thee well. I'll overlook thy paper.
We are not the first, with best meaning that have incurred the worst. For the oppressed king I am cast down. Myself could else out-frown false fortune's frown. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No, 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 no. Come, let's away to prison. We two alone shall sing like birds in the cage. Thou shalt ask my blessing, and I will get on my knees and ask of thee forgiveness. We'll live and pray and sing and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies. They hear poor rogues talk of court news, and we'll talk with them too. Who loses and who wins, who's in and who's out, and take upon such mystery of things as if we were God's spies. Wipe thine eyes. The good years shall devour them flesh and fell. Ere they'll make us weep, we'll see them starve.
Take them away. Captain, come hither. Hark. Take thou this note. Go, follow them to the prison. One step I advance thee, if thou doest as this instructs.
I'll do it.
Mark, I say instantly. Carry it out as it is set down.
You have shown today your valiant strain, and fortune led you well. You have the captives who are the offspring of this day's strife, and I do require them of you. so as to use them, as we shall see. Their merits and our safety may equally determine.
Sir, Edmund thought it fit to send the old and miserable king to some retention. With him I sent the queen for the same reason, so they shall be ready to appear before your session.
By your patience, I hold Edmund but a subject of this war, not as a brother.
That's as we lift him to grace. Methinks our pleasures might have been demanded, and call itself your brother.
Not so hot. In his own grace he doth exalt himself, more than in your edition.
In my rights, he does compare the best.
That were the most if he should husband you.
Justers do offer proof prophets.
Hola, hola, that eye that told you so looked but a squint.
I am not well. Else I'd answer from a full-flowing stomach.
'Tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your bans. If you must marry, make your loves to me. My lady is bespoke.
An interlude.
Let the trumpet sound! If none appear to prove upon his person his heinous, manifested many treasons, there is my pledge. I'll make it on his heart ere I taste bread. He's a nothing less than I had here proclaimed him.
Sick. Oh, sick.
If not, I'll ne'er trust medicine.
Oh, my sickness grows upon me.
She is not well. There is my tent. Come hither, Captain. Sound the trumpet and read out this.
Let any man of quality or decree within the lists of the army maintain upon Edmund, supposed Earl of Gloucester, that he is a manifold traitor. Let him appear by the third sound of the trumpet. He is bold in his defense. Again. Again.
Ask him his purposes, why he answers this call of the trumpet.
What are you? Your name, your quality, and why do you answer this present summons?
No, my name is lost by treason's tooth, bare gnawn and canker bit, yet I am as noble as the adversary I come to cope.
Which is that adversary?
What's he that speaks for Edmund, Earl of Gloucester? Draw thy sword and follow me.
Draw thy sword. Thy valor and thy heart, thou art a traitor. False to thy gods, thy brother and thy father, a most toad-spotted traitor. Say thou no, this sword, this arm, and my best spirits are bent to prove upon thy heart, whereto I speak. Thou liest.
Yeah!
Practice, Gloucester. By the law of war, thou wast not bound to answer an unknown opposite. Thou art not vanquished, but cozened and beguiled.
Shut thy mouth, dame, or with this paper shall I stop it. No tearing, lady, I perceive thou know it.
Say if I do. The laws are mine, not thine. Who can arraign me for it?
Most monstrous! After her! She's desperate. Govern her.
I am as noble as Edmund. If more, the more hath he done me wrong. I am Edgar, and his father's son. The dark and vicious place where he was got cost him his eyes.
Methought thy very gait did prophesy royal nobleness. I must honor thee. Let sorrow split my heart if ever I did hate thee or thy father.
Worthy prince, I know it.
Where have you hid yourself? How have you known the miseries of your father?
By nursing them, my lord. List a brief tale, and when 'tis told, oh, that my heart would burst. The bloody proclamation to escape, rather than to die at once, taught me to shift into a madman's rags, to assume a semblance that very dogs despised. And in this matter, I was his guide. Led him, begged for him, saved him from despair. I asked his blessing, and from first to last told him of our pilgrimage. But his flawed heart, twixt two extremes of passion, joy, and grief, burst smilingly.
If there is more woeful than this, hold it in. For hearing of this, I am ready to dissolve.
Help! Help! Oh, help!
What kind of help?
Speak, woman!
It's hot. It smokes. It came from her. Oh, she's dead.
What means this bloody knife?
Speak, woman. Who's dead?
Your lady, sir. Your lady, and by her sister is poisoned. She confesses it.
Here comes Kent.
I'm come to bid my king and master a good night. Is he not here?
Great thing of us forgot! Where is the king? Where is Cordelia? Hearest thou, Kent? Regan and Goneril are dead.
Alack, why thus? Yet Edmund was beloved. The one slew the other, did poison her, and after slew herself.
Even so.
Send quickly to the castle. His writ was on the life of Lear and on Cordelia.
Run, run, oh run!
To whom, my lord? Who has the office? Send a token of reprieve.
Take Edmund's sword. Give it to the guard.
Haste thee for thy life!
He hath commission from Edmund and thy wife to hang Cordelia in the prison, and to lay the blame upon her own despair that she fordid herself.
God's defend her, bear him hence a while.
Howl! 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 Oh, you are men of stones! Had I your tongues and eyes, I'd use them so that heaven's fall should crack. She's gone forever. I know when one is dead and when one lives. She is as dead as earth. Lend me a looking glass. If her breath or stain the stone, why then she lives.
Is this the promised end?
Or image of that horror?
Fall and cease.
This feather stirs. Why then she lives. If it be so, then it is a chance that does redeem all sorrows that ever I have felt.
Oh, my good master.
Prithee thee away!
'Tis noble Kent, your friend.
But plague upon you, murderers and traitors all! I could have saved her. Now she's gone forever. Oh, Cordelia, Cordelia, stay a little. Huh? What dost thou sayest? Her voice was ever soft, gentle and low, an excellent quality in a woman. I killed the slave that was a hanging thee.
'Tis true, I did.
Did I not, fellow? Who are you? Mine eyes are not of the best, I'll tell you straight.
If fortune brag of two she loved and hated, one of them we behold.
This is a dull sight. Art thou now Kent?
Yes, thy servant Kent. Where's your new servant Caius?
He is a good man, I'll tell you straight. He'll act quickly. He's dead and rotten.
No, my good lord. I am the very man.
I'll see thee straight.
And from your first of difference and decay have followed your sad steps.
You are welcome. You are welcome in there.
Or no man else. All's cheerless, dark, and deadly. My eldest daughters have fordone themselves and desperately are dead.
Aye, so I think.
He knows not what he says. In vain is it that we present us to him.
Edmund is dead, my lord.
That is but a trifle here. All friends shall taste the wages of their virtue, and all foes the cups that they're deserving. Oh, see, see?
And my poor fool hanged? No, no, no life. Oh, why should a dog, a horse, a rat have life, and thou no breath at all? Shall come no more. Never, 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 never. Oh, please, unbutton here, sir. Oh, 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 thank you, sir. Oh, oh, look at this. Look, her lips. Look, see. Oh.
He faints. My lord, my lord.
Break heart, I prithee, break.
Wake up, my lord.
No, vex not his ghost. Oh, let it pass. He hates him that would upon the rack of this cruel world stretch him out longer.
He's gone indeed.
A miracle if it is. He hath survived so long, but usurped his life.
Our present business is general woe. Friends of my soul, you twain, rule in this realm and the gourd stake sustain.
I have a journey, sir, shortly to go. My master calls me. I must not say no!
The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. Those who are old have seen most. We that are young shall see no more, nor live so long.
I am so scared. This Lear in the woods, I don't know what to do.
It's like, this isn't normal.
It's normal for ESR. What are you talking about? All right, quiet on set.
Okay.
And when you're ready, go ahead.